Hello there, it's me again. Right, welcome to Geektastic Chat, and let's get right down to it. So last night's Doctor Who Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS was down in the ratings yet again. Last week's was about 4,000,095. This week was 4.9. So let's talk about why Doctor Who is falling in the ratings. The Season 7 Part 2 premiere was just over 7 million. They were the overnight ratings, which wasn't bad. Still not as good as the Russell T Davies era, but a lot more healthier. Then obviously the second episode, The Rings of Akatan, is that how it's pronounced? You'll have to tell me if I'm saying it wrong. But anyway, that was still steady. It fell, but it was steadier. It's really been, if you think about it, ever since Moffat announced the title of the finale, which is the name of the Doctor, and he said that the Doctor's name would be revealed in the Season 7 finale, that's when the viewers have gone down. People are not happy about it. People are not happy because there's no need to actually tell us the Doctor's name. There's no point to it. People will tell you it's part of the character's mystery. He really shouldn't have gone down this road from the beginning. It was all right when he did it in The Girl by the Fireplace, when he said, Doctor Who, it's more than just a secret. That was intriguing. That was great. But you don't actually need to tell people the Doctor's name. And the people have spoken yet again, because the ratings people are not good. It really is as simple as that. There's no ifs, buts, or maybes. It's beyond a mystery to me why anyone would go down that road, because that road is a hole that Stephen Moffat is really digging deep for himself. Right, so that's Doctor Who. The ratings are down. Nothing that can be done about that. Man of Steel is building momentum, of course. We've had 3 trailers now, all of them being fantastic, and I just want to talk about the Smallville connections, the Smallville TV show. It's really interesting. We're going to have Lana, we're going to have Whitney, we're going to have Pete, all that were figured in Smallville. If you think about it, we've been hearing now about how we saw it in the trailer that Clark is saving people before he becomes Superman. This is exactly what we had in Smallville, and then in the later seasons we had the Blur, didn't we? And I think we're going to have a Blur type character in Man of Steel before he becomes Superman, which is brilliant, really, because I think in season 8 when Smallville did the red, blue Blur, that was really special. When they did the Blur wearing black, that was no good. Once they took Clark out of the red jacket, that really didn't work for me. But it did work for me in the context of him saving people before he becomes Superman, and him having this name, the Red Blue Blur. That was fantastic. And the phone calls with Lois in season 8 as the Blur, when he was disguising his voice, that was excellent as well. It really did work. And I think what was special about Smallville was, in its 10 seasons, it did so many special things. I wasn't a big fan of the final season, but I think the way they got him wearing the glasses, that was special, and the trench coat, and him changing in the phone box, that was great stuff as well. So we have got a lot of Smallville connections in Man of Steel. It's a shame that we won't be having Michael Rosenbaum as Lex. That would be a geek boner for me. That would be a geekgasm for me if Michael Rosenbaum was playing. Who knows what's going on? There's rumours that the guy who played Clone Lex in season 10 might be playing Lex, so that'd be kind of cool. We've got Amy Adams, who was in Smallville as well. So loads of Smallville connections. I know that Zack Snyder has been giving Smallville lots of compliments, saying that Smallville was flying the flag for Superman when there was nothing else going on for Superman. And he even said that his children watched it and loved it, which is great. So I think there are a lot of Smallville red flags there if you watch the movie. If you're a Smallville fan, you'll be going, wow, yeah. So I think that's exciting, because Smallville was a fantastic interpretation of Smallville. within a limit. I think there are aspects of it you could say, oh, that was terrible. But no, I think the idea was great, and what Alan Miles did was truly fantastic. That really was a brilliant version. Tom Welling was brilliant as Clark. I've said before that Tom was very raw as an actor, but he got better and better and really worked hard to become a better actor. So that was just beautiful. And I think Smallville, when it was an active show, for me was one of the most exciting times for me. Just to see a Superman show going at things a little bit differently, showing us that pre-Superman story, and really every week you had references to Superman. You had to keep your eyes and ears open. It wasn't blatant, but it was really good. And of course, having Lex Luthor there as well was something really special. And the way they sowed the seeds of Lex and how he becomes what he ultimately becomes was very special. There was a lot of brilliant things there, and I think definitely you're going to see a lot of these shout outs on Man of Steel, which is really exciting. We also know that the Man of Steel trailer 3 is top of the trailer charts. It's had 13 million views now, which is treble what Iron Man had, and basically Man of Steel hasn't, the third trailer hasn't been out as much, so all the signs are positive. Now that moves me swiftly on to Man of Steel, Justice League, and the future of the DC franchise in the aspect of the movies. What's going to happen? Well, because DC and Warner are so behind the ball really with Marvel have done their individual heroes, they've done the team up, it's all set up now, it's brilliant. Now obviously we this weekend Iron Man 3's come out, we've heard a lot of noises about Robert Downey Jr. not being Iron Man anymore. Allegedly we've heard Gwyneth Paltrow say they're done after Iron Man 3, but I do know they will be in Avengers, well at least Robert Downey Jr. will be. Let me explain to you how serious this would be and what a bonus this would be to DC if Robert Downey Jr. didn't play Iron Man after Avengers 2. Now I know he's not getting any younger, but he's only in his 50s. He is Tony Stark, he is Iron Man, and until he physically can't play the part, Marvel Studios need to do whatever they can to keep him there, because he is that foundation, that brick that keeps everything else that Marvel built with the film franchise there. If he goes, it will steadily fall apart. It's I mean, if Ed Norton as Bruce Banner in the Hulk movie actually was successful, then you could think, well, maybe they could take it. But Robert Downey Jr. is brilliant. I mean, when I first heard he was playing Iron Man, of course, it came at a time when his career was down there from the drugs and the other problems that he had. But, you know, I mean, this is a man who played Chaplin. And anyone who's seen Robert as Chaplin will say, wow, you know, this actor is something special. And he is. So, we'll see what happens with Robert Downey Jr. But anyway, Man of Steel, what's going to happen? Man of Steel, I believe this is a big moment now for DC. Man of Steel has to be the best, most successful movie, box office wise, of all time. It has to sow the Justice League seeds in that movie, because they've already said it's all coming from that movie. All the characters will come from the same world. So I do believe what's going to happen is we will see something happen Justice League wise, and I think that there will be a bit of a cliffhanger. Maybe Superman is stuck in the Phantom Zone at the end, and maybe the Justice League have to go and save him. I don't know, but I can bet you bottom dollar that this is it, people. This is the moment that Nolan is shepherding the whole franchise, and David Esquire will be involved with the writing, and this is the time that DC must rise up. Man of Steel must be successful. It's really exciting, especially for a Superman fan like me, because Superman is the main man from the Justice League. But I'm really looking forward to Man of Steel. I'm really looking forward to the DC franchise really going up. I would love to talk longer about this, but I'm going to run out of space on my little basic phone camera. So we will talk soon about this. Have a lovely Sunday.